Tank is the kind of boxer who commands attention every time he steps into the ring with a record that leaves little room for doubt. Tank is a name that sends some bit of nervousness to his opponents. His ass.
I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
When he fights, it's not just about winning, it's about showing everyone why he's the king of the lightweight division. But here comes Lamont Roach, a man who seems completely unfazed by the heavy task ahead. Roach believes he's the one destined to dethrone Tank, to finally put an end to Baltimore's reign, and most of the pros have come out to clear things up for Roach.
I think he actually took this fight for the naysayers and all this and all the people talking shit about the fight. I think he actually took the fight because he know that I'm a dog, and he want to prove his skills against a dog. So I'm going to show y'all what happens when two dogs get in the ring together. And I'm going to be the one that obviously I'm going to be.
The fight, originally scheduled for December 14th at the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, was postponed to March 1st and will now take place at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. While some might see the delay as a chance to relax, Tank has made it clear that he's not taking any time off. Instead, he's using the extra months to stay sharp, and his social media posts are proof. In one video, Tank can be seen shadowboxing, but this time with more speed and precision. In another recent video he posted, he again looks so different from the Tank we saw against Frank Martin. His shoulders look bigger, his arms more defined, and his footwork, as always, is flawless. Fans were quick to take notice. Lamont Roach is in trouble, one person wrote. Another commented, Tank looks insane right now. A third added, his shoulders look big and strong. Tank looks dangerous. The buzz around Tank's physique is real, and it's sending a clear message. He's not just preparing, he's already ready, and more time to train will only create Lamont Roach's biggest fear.
Come out of that box yet. You know what I'm saying? They're about to put him with a guy at 130 pounds. Whether he's a champion or not, you're getting a guy lighter than you to come up and weight to make you look good again. I'm saying.
Tank's ability to stay in peak condition months before a fight isn't just about looking good, it's psychological warfare. Every clip he has shared online is a message to Roach and everyone else that Tank is always locked in. Fans love it, because it's what makes Tank who he is, a fighter who doesn't just win, he crushes his opponent's spirits long before the opening bell. But let's talk about Lamont Roach for a moment. Roach is no ordinary boxer. He's the reigning WBA super featherweight champion, a title he earned after a hard-fought split decision victory over Hector Luis Garcia in November 2023.
Yeah, I mean, but again, they pick and choose, so it is what it is. And again, the media like to hate him too, so you know, I'm going to catch a lot of that backlash too. But I mean, it is what it is. I ain't really stunned that too much. I'm not worried about narrative. I'm worried about what I can do in the ring.
All right, brother. He successfully defended the belt against Fiero MCC in June, proving that he's no stranger to pressure situations. Roach is moving up in weight for this fight, keeping his super featherweight title while taking a shot at Tank's lightweight crown. If he wins, he'll join the exclusive club of two-weight world champions. Roach isn't lacking in skill, and he certainly isn't lacking in confidence. He's been vocal about his belief that he's the man to take Tank down. For Roach, this fight is about more than just titles, it's about legacy. But boxing fans aren't convinced. When Tank is your opponent, skill and confidence aren't always enough. You need something extra, something almost supernatural, to even stand a chance. The difference between Tank and most other fighters is that Tank doesn't just fight to win, he fights to send a message. His last bout, an 8th-round knockout of Frank Martin, was a masterclass in destruction. Every punch Tank landed seemed to shake the ring, and when Martin finally went down, there was no doubt about who the superior fighter was.
And I promise you, you better lead them home. You better lead the females home. On my mother, you better lead the females home and the kids. On my mother. Yeah, now watch this. Now watch. Now watch.
Not just the fans who are hyped about this upcoming fight, boxing experts are weighing in, and many of them are questioning whether Roach can handle the heat Tank brings. The truth is, Tank's style is relentless. He pressures his opponents, cuts off the ring, and forces them into uncomfortable positions. Once he has them where he wants, it lights out.
I'm gonna beat his ass if y'all talking. Y'all better quiet.
Even with the odds stacked against him, Roach hasn't backed down. He's walking into this fight with his head held high, fully believing that he has what it takes to shock the world. It's this kind of confidence that makes boxing exciting. Everyone loves an underdog story. But this isn't just any underdog situation. Roach is stepping into the lion's den, and the lion is hungry. Fans were initially disappointed when talks of a unification fight between Tank and Vasil Lomachenko fell apart earlier this year.
Christmas wish list, 3 names that you want 2025.
I won't say. No.
For months, it seemed like Tank and Lomachenko were destined to face each other, with negotiations reportedly progressing well. But in July, Lomachenko's camp announced that he wasn't ready for a fight against Tank and wouldn't be returning to the ring until 2025. The news was a blow to fans, but it opened the door for Roach to step in. For Roach, this fight is the chance of a lifetime, but for Tank, it's another opportunity to prove why he's at the top of the food chain. The extra time before the fight only benefits Tank, giving him more time to perfect his craft. Watching him train, you can see the hunger in his eyes. He knows what's at stake, and he's not taking any chances. Social media has been full of opinions on the fight. One fan said, "Tank is looking like he's ready to fight tomorrow. Roach better bring his A game." Another commented, "Lamont Roach is stepping into a battle he can't win." Tank is just too much. The consensus is clear. Gervonta Davis is the favorite, and it's not even close.
No, I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle.
Still, Roach's supporters aren't backing down. They believe their guy has the skills and the heart to pull off what would be one of the biggest upsets in recent boxing history. Roach isn't scared of Tank, one fan tweeted. He's got the mindset to win. Don't count him out. Oscar de la Hoya, in particular, believes Lamont Roach Jr. might have a sneaky way to beat Tank. Many people think this fight is a mismatch. They see Tank as unbeatable with a perfect 3-0-0-0 record and 28 knockouts. Roach, on the other hand, has only 10 knockouts and 25 wins, and his one loss to Jamal Herring doesn't inspire confidence. But Oscar sees potential. He believes Roach has the skills, intelligence, and surprise factor to upset Tank when they meet on March 1st.
The back have to get the shot. Everyone stay down. Thank you.
For most fans, it's hard to imagine Roach winning. They look at his low knockout percentage and his history of fighting lesser-known opponents. Tank is the complete opposite, a proven champion with devastating power and experience. Even so, De La Hoya isn't ready to count Roach out. He sees something special in him, calling him sneaky good. According to De La Hoya, this quality could be Roach's secret weapon. De La Hoya explained what makes Roach dangerous. Watching him up close and personal, he's sneaky good, which means he can catch you at any time. He can land combinations sometimes at will without you even knowing it. He's that sneaky.
What?
Who said that? You said what? You said what? Yeah, that's why I've been waiting for the niggas to talk. How much you want back? How much you want to back? Because I came up here alone. How much y'all want back? How much you want?
This ability to surprise his opponents might be the key to catching Tank off guard. It's not about overpowering Tanks, it's about being smarter, quicker, and harder to predict. But let's not sugarcoat it, this is going to be the toughest fight of Roach's career. Tank Davis isn't just any fighter. He's known for his brutal knockout power and ability to adapt in the ring. Oscar himself praised Tank's dedication and skill, saying, "Tank is a beast. He's a tremendous fighter, a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting, and making sure he's in optimal condition when he steps inside that square circle." That's the level Roach is up against. Tank doesn't just throw punches, he lands them with precision and purpose.
I say 9th round.
What?
I say 9th round.
You said 9?
Yeah.
What's your response to that, Lamont?
Look, he got scared. Look, he looked at night.
I'm telling you,
Roach's biggest challenge will be avoiding Tank's knockout shots. Tank has a habit of setting traps for his opponents, making them think they're safe before landing a punch that ends the fight. We've seen this time and time again in Tank's career. He's patient, waiting for the right moment to strike. Roach will need to stay alert and focused every second of every round. De La Hoya has some advice for Roach. First, he told him not to fight scared. Don't fight nervous and scared. Fight, have fun, and enjoy the moment. De La Hoya said that might sound simple, but it's easier said than done. Facing a fighter like Tank, it's natural to feel the pressure. Roach will need to block out the fear and approach the fight with confidence.
We fought twice in the same tournament. So,
That's different.
Yeah, and we fought in the Junior Olympics, in the regionals, and we fought in the nationals.
Okay. You fought in the regionals and then fought again in the nationals?
Another piece of advice from De La Hoya is to keep Tank guessing. He suggested that Roach mix up his punches to confuse Tank not every single punch, but changing up your punches, meaning he can throw combinations with less force, and once in a while, throw your full force punches and surprise Tank. De La Hoya explained this strategy could keep Tank off balance and make it harder for him to predict Roach's moves. De La Hoya also mentioned that Roach should use his sneakiness to his advantage punching while Tank is punching, using the power when needed, presenting Tank with something he's never seen inside the ring.
All it takes for you? Is that all it takes? Just a little comment?
Nah, but that's what I want, though. I don't want you to fight me like you saying you're going out.
It always go like this. It always go like this.
Nah, what I'm
always
saying,
get the
you just said you feel like you going out.
They go to
This means Roach needs to take risks and find moments to counterpunch effectively. If Roach can land unexpected shots while Tank is throwing, it could throw him off his rhythm. It's worth noting that Roach has faced powerful opponents before, though none at Tank's level. In November 2023, Roach fought Hector Garcia and won by a split decision. It wasn't an easy fight, but it showed Roach's ability to handle pressure. However, Hector Garcia doesn't hit like Tank. The power difference is significant, and Roach will need to be extra cautious to avoid Tank's devastating punches. One of the most interesting comparisons De La Hoya made was to the famous Mike Tyson versus Buster Douglas fight in 1990. At the time, Tyson was seen as unbeatable, much like Tank is today. But Douglas shocked the world with a 10th round knockout, proving that anything is possible in boxing. De La Hoya believes Roach could pull off a similar upset if he fights smart and stays sneaky. There are a lot of different styles he can use against Tank, but I think if he fights sneaky and has Tank thinking at all times, he can possibly pull off an upset. De La Hoya said Roach will also need to avoid falling into Tank's traps. Tank is a master at luring his opponents into making mistakes. He's patient, waiting for the right moment to land a knockout shot. Roach has to be disciplined and stick to his game plan. Any lapses in focus could be disastrous. One of the few times Tank has been visibly hurt in a fight was against Ryan Garcia. In their fight, Ryan landed a short left hook in the second round that made Tank hold on briefly. It was a rare moment where Tank looked vulnerable. If Roach can find a way to land a similar shot, he might have a chance to hurt Tank. But let's be clear, landing that kind of punch is easier said than done. Tank has exceptional defense and ring awareness, making it difficult to catch him off guard. For Roach, this fight is an opportunity to prove himself on the biggest stage. If he wins, it would be one of the biggest upsets in recent boxing history. It would be a moment that cements his name in the sport, much like Buster Douglas's win over Tyson. But to get there, Roach will need to execute a near-perfect game plan.
Here's my take on the fight. Everything is true about this situation. One, Gervonta Tank Davis was being ducked leading up to this. Shakur Stevenson.
He'll need to be smart, patient, and ready to take advantage of any openings Tank gives him. De La Hoya summed it up best: it's going to be a tough night for Roach, but you can never count him out. While most people see this fight as a mismatch, De La Hoya sees it as an opportunity for Roach to shock the world. If Roach can stay sneaky, keep Tank guessing, and avoid his power shots, he just might pull off the impossible. 20. Leonard Ellerbe also came into the talk, but his words were first to confirm that the fight is still scheduled for March 1st at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. This announcement comes amidst growing confusion sparked by a cryptic post from Tank earlier this week.
In that fight, but I do think that the fight that he should have fought should have been the Edwin De Los Santos, but
Tank or Lamont?
Tank.
Okay.
On December 23rd, Davis stirred the boxing world by posting a now deleted message on Instagram that read, "The fight is canceled," while the post caused widespread speculation. Roach quickly responded with a video of himself training, signaling that he remains locked in for the fight. Tank's deleted post has led some fans to believe that the drama might be orchestrated to generate talk for a fight that many see as unexciting. Critics argue that Davis's choice of Roach as an opponent is another example of him cherry-picking weaker challengers during his career. With Tank's undefeated 3-0 record, including 28 knockouts, many fans expected him to take on a more formidable opponent rather than Roach, whose record stands at 2-5-1-1 with only 10 knockouts. This isn't the first time the fight has faced issues. Originally slated for December 14th, it was postponed to March 1st, adding to the perception that the event lacks the appeal of Tank's previous high-profile bouts. His fight against Ryan Garcia, which broke pay-per-view records, and his recent victory over Frank Martin had fans talking. This upcoming fight with Roach, however, has not garnered the same level of excitement.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried about that.
That Lamont Roach Jr. wasted no time addressing the situation. Responding to Davis's post, Roach took to social media with his own heated reply, "The exploit you keep asking me for," he said. "That exploit, not me. I'm locked in, ain't exploit changed." March 1st, Brooklyn. Roach's fiery response reassured his fans and made it clear that he has no intention of backing out. His father and trainer, Lamont Roach SR, also weighed in during a boxing scene interview on Christmas Eve, emphasizing their focus on preparation. "We haven't heard anything. As far as I am concerned, the fight is still on. Nothing has changed on our end," said Roach SR. The Roach camp appears determined to stay the course, but the lack of clarity from Davis's team has only fueled the confusion.
My whole family's from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you.
They gonna celebrate with me. Yeah,
don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know, son. His father was up here shaking on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
pops.
On my kid.
Leonard Ellerby, the former CEO of Mayweather Promotions, stepped in to clear the air on Friday. He took to X to dismiss the cancellation rumors, stating, "See you in New York." Ellerby's comment has provided some reassurance, but fans remain skeptical given the lack of an official statement from PBC, the event's promoter. The silence from PBC has only added to the uncertainty, as one of boxing's most influential promotional organizations. PBC is expected to address such rumors swiftly. However, their failure to issue a clear statement about the fight's status has left fans questioning whether there might be deeper issues behind the scenes. Davis's Instagram post went viral, with many fans expressing their disappointment and vowing not to attend the fight. Some speculate that PBC might be holding back because they fear the fight's lack of appeal. If the fight does go ahead, it's unlikely to draw the same pay-per-view numbers as Davis's blockbuster clash with Ryan Garcia, or even his more recent win over Frank Martin. Gervonta Davis is no stranger to creating drama outside the ring. Whether it's his social media antics or public disputes, Tank has a knack for keeping his name in the headlines.
Would you consider you and Gervonta friends?
Friends? Probably.
Is it going to be hard to go in the ring and fight your friend?
Not at all.
Are you all going to be friends after?
Yeah, why not?
Either way it goes.
Both making money.
But you guys are making each other bleed.
Hopefully I just make him bleed.
True.
While some believe this is a calculated move to keep fans interested, others see it as unnecessary distractions that tarnish his image as a top-tier fighter. Despite the criticism, Lamont Roach Jr. has proven himself to be a capable fighter. He currently holds the WBA super featherweight title, which he won in a hard-fought split decision victory over Hector Luis Garcia in November 2023. Roach defended his title in June with an impressive 8th-round stoppage of Feargal McCrory. Roach's camp is confident that he can rise to the occasion against Davis.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's going to go. Tank going to be losing the first 3 rounds. Then he's going to download the data. Then he going to knock this dude out in round 7 or 8. Then he going to do the backflip. Then Jim Gray's going to get in the ring, or Caleb Plant's wife, and say, "Who do you want next?" And Tank's going to say, "I want all those guys." And they're going to go to the press.
His father and trainer, Lamont Roach SR, believes that their team's preparation and strategy will give them a fighting chance. While most analysts see Roach as the underdog, his team is using this as motivation to prove the doubters wrong. On the other side of the ring, Gervonta Davis continues to solidify his reputation as one of boxing's biggest stars. With a perfect record, Tank is known for his explosive power and ability to end fights in dramatic fashion. He was elevated to full WBA lightweight champion in late 2023 after Devin Haney vacated the title.
Thank all day, baby. Thank all day. He's working.
Davis's last fight against Frank Martin ended in an 8th-round stoppage, showcasing his ability to adapt and dominate even against skilled opponents. However, the choice to fight Lamont Roach Jr. has left fans wondering if Davis is avoiding more dangerous challenges. But that question will be better answered when they meet in the ring. What's your thoughts? Share them below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more updates. See you in the next one.